Welcome to the Elephant in the Room. In tonight's episode, we're going to look at whether or not the Democratic Party actually cares about Black lives. Do Black lives really matter to the Democratic Party? Coming up. We've all seen the charts, we've all seen the demonstration. All of us that are thinking with a critical mind are thinking, why are super spreading groups congregating, undoing all of the progress that we've all made the last few months? We've all sacrificed our lives, we've stayed at home to save lives, and now all of a sudden, super groups are congregating. A politicized narrative, I get it, racial injustice, that's an important thing, but we're also in a pandemic. So, when people are angry, frustrated, and outraged, I think it's up to the leaders to kind of put the reins on how far they'll take that anger, frustration, and outrage. Because sometimes people will take that anger, frustration, and outrage to the extent that they're actually going to hurt themselves. Let me explain what I'm talking about. COVID-19 has a hit list. Now, we already know, everybody knows that old folks in an old folks home are probably the top of that hit list, people with underlying diseases. Let's just etch those off. Let's talk about free roaming Americans. Who is the top of the COVID-19 hit list? And you can see without a doubt that Black Americans are top of the list to die from COVID-19. Disproportionate effects on the Black American communities. We can see that with Latinx, we can see that with Pacific Islanders, Native Americans, but all that aside, you can see without a doubt on the top of the list are Black Americans. So you gotta ask yourself, why are we having a protest in the name of Black Lives Matter, which congregates people in a super spreading manner, which will definitely spread the coronavirus even faster to the Black communities, meaning it's going to kill even more Black Americans. This is insane. And what makes it even more insane is the fact that the governors of all of these blue states actually acknowledge it. They know that you're the top of the hit list for corona, yet they're turning a blind eye. And it's not just that they're turning a blind eye and allowing people to congregate and not enforcing the executive order or not enforcing the Insurrection Act to send in the National Guard to stop it. They're actually encouraging in some counties that you don't wear a mask. Think about that. What's the two main things that are going to actually spread COVID-19 to the Black communities even faster? Maybe make a racially motivated protest, which would definitely draw more Black Americans into consolidated areas as they are protesting for the racial injustice. So we've got y'all in a group now, the Democrats are thinking, and now they're going to say, well, we don't want to racially profile any Black Americans, so why don't the Black Americans just not wear a mask on top of it? Sounds crazy, right? Look up Lincoln County in Oregon. Oregon, by the way, is governed by Kate Brown. Kate Brown is, by the way, a Democratic governor. Kate Brown is a Democratic governor that is allowing super spreading groups to spread the coronavirus, which we know will kill Black Americans in twice the numbers it will kill anybody else. Let me reiterate that. If everybody in America got COVID-19 right now, Black Americans would die in over twice the numbers of what white Americans would die. 1 in every 1,500 Black Americans are going to die from COVID, where 1 in every 3,600 white Americans are going to die. That's over twice. 1,500 and 1,500, that's 3,000. It's still greater. They're going to die in a larger number than any other race. So why on earth, if you actually cared about Black lives, would you allow a super congregation of American citizens to get together and spread COVID-19? Not only would it kill off more Black Americans, but it undoes all of the progress we've all made. We've all sacrificed months of our lives. Some of us haven't even seen our own children. A lot of us had family members that died alone without the comfort of us by their side. Think about this. Our businesses, I don't even know the numbers of businesses that the doors have shut, locked permanently. They're gone for good. They're never coming back. People just walked away. They probably owe hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's going to ruin their lives. They made these sacrifices to save lives. That was the whole narrative, and now it's all being undone under the narrative of racial injustice, which is not a new thing. Why do we pick right now, the time that we are in the midst of a pandemic, which is acknowledged by the governors of these blue states. They know this, yet they don't care. They encourage it. Their hearts go out to you. At least that's the heartstrings they're trying to pull, because I don't think personally it's demonstrating that they care about you. Personally, it looks to me like what they care about is getting your votes. And in order to get your votes, they are willing to let you kill yourselves in order to get you to vote for them. That's my question I want to ask you. Does the Democratic Party actually care about Black Americans? If you like what I had to say, please share this video, like and subscribe, leave a comment below if you want to add anything to the topic here, if you have any feedback or an argument that you want to present here. We are definitely trying to stimulate minds. We are trying to be critical and think in depth about all of the stuff that we're talking about on here. This is about talking about things that are difficult to talk about but need to be addressed. This is the Elephant in the Room, signing off.